Hello, we are going to do a very gentle class dedicated to us mommies or to us women that are on our cycle. I'm looking this way. um, and actually, let's do this. Let me fix camera this way this time. I'm gonna give myself some space. You're gonna need a strap. You're also gonna need a bolster, 2 blocks. Now I have here 2 blocks and a chair. That's not Yangar chair, but whichever chair, it'll work. And perfect. Okay. So we'll start off lying down. And I hope you can hear me. My mic's a little weird. It's been very staticky. And we'll start off in our practice. Quick 30 minutes, nothing crazy, but something to ease our mind and still help us feel like we're still flowing in our yoga practice, or we're still going through it, regardless of these little hurdles, which are our normal cycles that we experience every single month. So what we'll do is we're going to come to the middle of your mat. Have your strap either by your right or your left side. And you're going to have your knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Bring your hands right beside you. Come all the way down onto your forearms, all the way down. And the first thing you'll do is you're going to bring your right knee into your chest, and then your strap is going to come into your hands. Place your strap at the arch of your foot, and then you're going to extend your leg 90 degrees up. Dragging those or sliding those hands down, bringing those elbows down. And you'll just be here. Be with your breath. Let go of any expectations you have for the practice. Just your experience and your sensations that you're feeling at this moment. Being present. Your ankle is in line with your hip. It's not too far. Your heels not too far out, closer to the mat, or your metatarsals are in line with your head. Just nice straight line. If you feel like you have some tightness in your hamstring, you can bend your knee. You have that knee bent there. And this could be a nightly routine or a night class. It could even be a morning class. So it makes no difference. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Slowly extend your left leg, dragging your left heel, flexing that foot. And then notice where your foot is in line. So if it's out of place with your hip, just line it up here and then flex your foot. So this is not your foot is still flexed. Both of them are flexed. If you have a scarf, I gave some options. So in the description, if you have a scarf instead of a strap, you're still going to get the same benefit. You might even have to just hold it with both hands, or even just one hand if it feels too light, or if it's too short. Imagine drawing the back of the left knee down, closer. Just visualize there's an internal rotation going in. So from the outside of your thigh going inside. So left leg, left outside of your thigh, rotating in towards your groin area. Think of it that way. Really great posture for times like this, but also great posture when you are, or great pose, I should say, when you have a lot of tightness in your hamstrings or in your hips. I love this pose. Supta Bandha Gustasana. Great pose. One of my favorite poses. Bring both straps together. Now listen very carefully. You're going to extend your right arm. No, I'm sorry. Extend your left arm. And you're going to cross over. Now, when you cross over, this is what I don't want to see. No. See, you already heard my back pop. It's guiding it slowly with your hand. And then notice, look what's going to happen. My hand is going to slide down. My elbow is going to meet the floor. And here's what I'll be. I don't have to come all the way down. Your practice isn't about impressing anybody. It's about feeling good in the posture too. So when you're here, this already feels good for me. If you want to go a little bit more down, you can. Only request besides what we just did is the shoulder blade, the right shoulder blade stays down onto the mat. Now, you're going to bring your left heel to your hand. So you extend your hand. Imagine pressing, or like you want to kick your butt. So you want to kick your glute. And then you're going to either just hold it here, your heel to your right glute, or you can grab onto that foot. It's like you're going to get the stretch in the calf, but in the front of the thigh as well. Press to the back of your head. A lot is going on. Your right leg is extended, but you're pulling with the strap. And then also your left foot is here. Getting a little bit of a calf stretch. Slowly release that left foot. Extend, come back to where you were. Now this one, the foot is looking or is going into that direction of the wall or to the left side. Just hold it here. And slowly come back to center. When you do, notice this. So look at the screen. I'm guiding it with my hand. I'm not guiding it with my leg. And then I'm switching sides. I'm going to bring my left hand, palm of the hand down. And then you're going to open up to the right side. When you do, same thing. So when you're guiding, you're going to slide the hand down, elbow down. And then you can hold it here. This could be your pose. Or if you want to come a little closer, then you just kind of walk the hand a little bit more. Now, since you're on your period or if you're on your cycle, less is better. Always, always, always. That's a quote from Judith Lassiter, the queen of restorative yoga. Now left foot or left leg is still extended. The back of the left knee is being drawn down. Still that internal rotation to the inside. And then your fingertips are here is just like an anchor. There's a line here. Come all the way back up. Switch sides. So what you'll do is you'll bend your right knee, drag your left heel, switch it out. Now when you extend, this knee is going to be bent. It's going to be right here. Okay. Drag your hands. The strap is at the arch of the foot. There'll be later classes when we do things with the strap at the heel and the strap at the metatarsal, but we're just going to keep it at the arch now. Breathe in, breathe out. Your ankle is in line with your hip. And then I want you to take a moment and notice the difference between the left and the right side of your body. Press through the back of your head. Slowly drag your right heel. Extend your right leg. Notice if it's out of line, that heel or that foot or heel in line with your hip. Flex your foot. Let the back of the knee be drawn to the mat. Very simple posture. A lot is going on with the back of the legs. They're really feeling themselves be there, or they're really feeling more space be created. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring the straps together. Bring it to your right hand. And again, you're going to guide it down, guide it crossing over. Drag the hand down, elbow comes down. Good. Ooh, I'm more tight on my left side. And again, notice the difference. Left or right side is going to be tighter. And that's why we come to our practice. That's why we come to the mat. To balance our body. Bend your right knee. Bring your heel to your glute. Either hold it here or grab it with your hand. Extend your left arm and grab onto that foot. It's like you're feeling the front of the leg really stretch, but also the left glute is feeling it too as it's doing this crossover. Breathe in, breathe out. Don't hold your breath. Press to the back of your head. And your left shoulder blade is staying intact with the mat, touching the mat. Slowly release the hand, release the foot, extend. Guide it with your hand coming up to center. Switch sides. So now you switch with your left hand. And then the hand is sliding down and then the elbow comes to the floor. You could stay here. You may open a little wider, but again, you want to give it your 60 to 70%, not your full. Extend through that right leg. Normally in your yoga practice, when you're on your cycle, is you don't want the pelvis to be like in an Adho Mukha Svanasana, in a downward facing dog, because you don't want to, it's recommended you don't want to cause a hemorrhage, for example. So you always want to do some postures that are either laying down. Baddha Konasana is good. We'll do that one. With legs up against the wall. Parita Karani. Anything that's just very grounding. push through your foot, pull with the strap, extend through the right leg. All these energy forces are happening, but you're pressing through the back of the head to keep the trunk of the body in contact with your mat, really pressing down into the earth. Take another couple breaths here, really filling in that space in your lungs. Guide it with your hand comes up. Good. You bend your knee, you bend your other one, and just have both knees bent. Place your strap to the side. And we're going to do cat-cow here. Instead of doing it on our knees, we're going to do it just here. And this is how you're going to do it. So, actually, your hands can come over your head. Hopefully you can see it in my black shirt. So sometimes notice that you can, I'm going to bring my hands a little bit down. So notice that sometimes when you're here, there's a little bit of a curvature. So a curve in the lumbar area. So what's going to happen is you're going to, just like in a cow, you're going to bring those lower ribs up, press through the back of the head. And then on an exhale, you're going to bring those lower ribs in, bringing the lumbar or the sacrum closer. You're just going to keep doing this. Really feel the spine. It's giving it that flexion, that spinal flexion, without having to be in a tabletop. And it's not my pelvis moving, it's my spine doing the work. Do one more cycle. Stay here, bring your hands down. Notice how much more space you have here. You'll turn over onto the side of your body. Bring your hand underneath your head, or your arm underneath your head. You're going to press through your free hand and come all the way up into a seated posture, just for a second. And we are going to do one last thing. We're going to do Janusirasana, but with the chair. So you'll have your chair on your mat. Normally, it's not good to do any twist, so we're just gonna hold forward here. So come into Dandasana, having your legs right in front of you, and you are going to have your legs as wide as your pelvis or as wide as your hips, and you're gonna bring your right foot onto the inside of your left thigh. You're going to have your chair either right over your foot or a little bit right at the shin. You're going to bring your hands over your head and bring your hands down either. So you can come onto where you sit. I've not used this chair in a little bit. Or you can grab onto the legs. You may even be even more gentle about it, depending on where you're at today with your body, depending on which day you are on your cycle. So you may even rest your forearm, rest your head. Let's all do this. Let's do this one. where you're resting your forehead on your stacked hand, but you're still flexing through that left leg. So back of the knees being drawn down. You're flexing those toes. Toes are pointed up towards the sky. Won't be here too long. Another 2 breaths. Slowly come up. Bring your hands over your head. See if you could extend this leg and then draw the other foot, left foot, onto the inside of your right thigh. And same thing. When you fold forward, stack your hands and rest onto the edge of your seat. Either you may even do this on a sofa. You don't have to do it necessarily on a chair. And then flex your foot. So even though it feels like a very easy pose, there's still work being done with our legs. Two more breaths. Slowly come all the way up. Come into Dandasana and then do Paschimottanasana, but modified. So same thing, kind of what we did in Janusirasana. So you'll stack your hands and rest onto the edge, but you're going to really flex those legs. You may even go a little bit further away, but the back is staying flat. Notice that. So you're not doing this, staying nice and flat when you're here. Even if you have to push the chair closer to you. Do one more breath. And slowly come up, bring your hands over your head, and bring your hands down right beside you. Bring your legs in, like in a seated posture, and then I want you to press. Put your chair away. You could either just kind of push it away. And then this is what we're going to do. We are going to come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So cobbler's pose, but with the use of the blocks and the bolster. So if you have a pillow, then you wouldn't even need the books. You would just lay them over each other, and I'll show you. I should have brought a pillow here and here. So the first block is going to be on the first level, and then the second block is going to be on the second level. This is so it isn't really, you're resting the trunk of your body, okay? And then we're going to come here, and we are going to be here for the last 5 to 6 minutes. So a good mini meditation here. Give yourself some hand space. So if you're on the bolster, it's 1. So bring your hand behind you. That's about a hand space. You're going to bring your feet together. Baddha Konasana, cobbler's pose, where it looks like a butterfly. And you're going to press right beside your hips. You're going to lengthen your spine. You know how when you do cat, you're going to do like a cat here, around your spine, and slowly come down. Wow. Now, if you have the 2 pillows, you would just stack them, and you would be resting from your thoracic or your mid back all the way up. Okay? And then legs stay like this. Now, again, we're going to be here. This is our resting phase. Very easy class. If we go over 30 minutes, I apologize. But we're just going to bring your hands right beside us. Palms of the hands up for receiving or palms of the hands down for grounding. I'm going to receive today. And you're just going to rest into the support underneath you. If at any point the legs feel uneasy in Baddha Konasana, just extend, okay? Begin to relax your feet. We'll scan our bodies together. Relax your knees. And your hips sink closer and closer to the earth. Your spine is nice and long. As you take your next inhale, you see how your chest starts to open, lower ribs, belly button, and then your chest decompresses as you exhale. Shoulder blades are resting, back of the head is resting, eyes are closed. Pass your saliva once. Press the tongue to the rooftop of the mouth. And if this is a morning class for you or even an evening class, let's give our eyes a little bit of face yoga. So with your eyes closed, keep your eyelids shut as well here, of course. Take a deep breath in, send that breath to the center of your brain. And as you exhale, visualize that breath going all the way down into your pelvis. Relax your eyes, relax your forehead. Bring your gaze to 12 o'clock. So still with your eyelids closed. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go backwards. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 6 is like looking at the tip of your nose. 5, 4, 3. Hold it at 3. Often we're just always looking down, right? We're looking down at our phones, looking down at our notes, or at our desktop. 2, 1, 12. Relax the eyes. Kind of roll them around. Feel that there's more space in this area. This is a great pose. It's called No More Tired Eyes. When you have bloodshot eyes, tired eyes, or those saggy eye bags underneath the eye socket, or not the eye socket, sorry, underneath this area. So over the cheekbone, very sensitive area. And you see me touching it with the ring finger because it's the finger that's going to give it less pressure. But this is also good to strengthen the eyes. If we're going left and right, it's giving more muscle tone in those two areas. So again, we're always looking down. This is really good. Just relax. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Let go. Release. If you're still in Baddha Konasana, slowly bring your feet flat onto the mat. Bend your knees. If your legs are extended, drag your heels, bend your knees. You're going to come to the side of your body, regardless if you're on a pillow or on the bolster. Bring your hand underneath your head as a pillow for a second. Just notice how you feel at this very exact moment. If you could sum it up into one word, what word would it be? Press your free hand onto the mat. You have the support, so you're already halfway up. Come all the way up. We're in over 3 minutes, but it's perfect. Now, I want you to come into a seated position. And I always like to end the classes now. Actually, I'll sit on the bolster. You don't have to sit on the bolster or a block, but if you want to, join me. I like to end the class with a little bit of face yoga. We did a little bit while we were laying down with our eyes. And just to release in this area, because we released in the eyes, we're going to do this. You're going to interlace your fingers. You're going to bring it to the top of your head. Your shoulders are going to relax. And you're going to do this. You're just going to shift back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The scalp, hold on to a lot of tension. Relax your shoulders. Keep breathing. Now, you're going to come to a stop and you're going to go up and down. So you're going this way. Now you're going this way. You're going forward and back. Relax your shoulders once again. Sit nice and tall. Good. Bring your knuckles, or actually come back to those interlaced hands over your head and then draw them a little bit down. So when you chew, you're at the temporalis muscle and you're just going to go up, back, and release. Up, back, and release. Maybe close the eyes here. Releasing any tension, or if you had a headache all day from your cycle, this is good. Good. And then slowly bring your hands down. Release your hands. Sweep your hands right beside you, bringing the hands over your head. Palms of the hands come together to heart center. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your practice. I hope you feel good after all that we did. Very simple class. We'll see you soon. Just a reminder, Mindful Vessel School is open for enrollment. If you want yoga, weekly classes of yoga, nutrition, and face yoga. Especially the face yoga and the face yoga and traditional yoga. Nutrition is one time a month, so I lied there. But if you're interested, it's in the link in my bio, the description. So, I'll see you soon.